Jim Beam says Hardin's Creek is going to prove barrel location makes all the difference in a bourbon. We are cracking open the 11-year version of their product tonight to see if there's truth to that or if it's all just a marketing gimmick. So this is really interesting. This is an 11-year-old product, which is always, if it's done right, 11 years is a great sweet spot for bourbons. If it's not done right, it turns into a mess and actually turns very oaky. So we're going to find out tonight. Let you introduce yourself, Jacob. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Jacob. I'm his son's friend. Golf with him sometimes.
Yeah. Been friends for a long time. We have known each other since he was little, and been almost part of the family for a very long time. So this is an exciting one though for us. I'm going to go ahead and open it right now and let it open up a little bit. So first thing I want to point out, Jim Beam product, again from Claremont, Kentucky. It's a beautiful bottle. I mean, they've built some really cool bottles. It's got a really nice label on it with a picture, in this case, of a beaver, which is really cool. But it says exactly, it's an 11-year-old product. It says what floor it's from. So this is from the 5th floor of Warehouse W on their campus. So that's, to me, I think that's cool. Anytime you give information like that, I think it's awesome. We've been on this campus. I've not been to Warehouse W, but we've been to this campus. And to me, I think that's cool when they have that on the bottle. So I'm going to open it up, let it open up, maybe pour a seltzer glass and talk about it a little bit more. So first off, we're hoping for a good pop tonight. We'll see how that goes. We're about 50-50 on the pops, but let's hope. Oh, it's an excellent pop. It's an excellent pop. I like it. That's good. All right. I'm going to pour myself and then I'll let you pour some for yourself. Yeah, I know that's a big test, isn't it? We've been drinking a little bit, so.
Gotta gauge it.
As I said, this is from Claremont, Kentucky. So Jim Beam, it's one of my favorite distilleries. We've been there many times. I just did a video from there where we did a tour and they let us film the tour, which was excellent. It's a small batch product, so all these are small batch products. It is a limited release, so this is not going to be something that's going to be a shelfer. It's going to be limited release, hard to find. I was lucky enough to find this at a liquor store down in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was actually pretty excited when I found it. It's the first of them I've found. I'd like to eventually get all 3 of them. There's 3 different versions of them. One that's kind of higher in the warehouse. It's a different warehouse, by the way, than Warehouse W, but higher in a warehouse. One that's lower in a warehouse, and then this is kind of the middle. It's floor 5. So we've done a number of really cool distillery tours where we've actually tasted the bourbon out of different barrels that were 4 or 5 years old at different points. And we've always felt like the one in the middle has had the most, to us, the best flavor without being overwhelmed with kind of ethanol and heat. So that's why I picked this one to be the first one I got. But as I said, limited release. First release came out in October 2025. So this has literally been out for weeks, not even months at this point. It's been out for weeks. The series explores, the entire series is built around exploring the differences of which warehouse you're in and which floor you're in within that warehouse. So that's what this whole thing is about. It's part of the Beam and Centauri portfolio. They don't disclose the mash bill, but I will tell you that there is a traditional mash bill of Beam products. My guess is it's the traditional mash bill, but they don't disclose it, so I don't know that for sure. And the traditional mash bill is 77% corn, 13% rye, and 10% malted barley. So that's the traditional one, but it's really not disclosed. It's 11 years old. It was $150 as MSRP on it. I think the price is still on this one, $169.99. So I got it early at a liquor store in Kentucky in Louisville. Overpaid just a little bit for it, but that's pretty close to MSRP. Pretty proud of it. I actually think we did a nice job. 110 proof. So it's 110 proof, so it might be a little bit spicier. We'll see. We'll see if it's a little bit spicier, a little bit hotter. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's a heavy pour. I like it. You've done well.
Did not intend to.
Not on purpose?
We'll see how it had.
All right, let's give it a smell first. Let's see how it goes. What do you smell?
a little strong. A lot of alcohol.
So you got just a lot of alcohol. That 110 is probably coming through for you. So for me, I'm actually getting kind of those fruits that I'll call it. I don't want to try to label the fruit. I always struggle to pick what fruit out. Every once in a while, I'll be able to say it's a cherry or this, but it's usually I just kind of smell fruity. So I'm kind of smelling fruits. I can definitely tell it's been in a barrel for a long time. There's a little bit of oakiness in there. Get anything else? You just keep smelling it. You just keep
Probably
getting
about
alcohol.
the same, yeah.
Alcohol.
A little bit of
It's
mostly
not uncommon.
alcohol.
Yeah, not uncommon. All right, let's give it a taste. Let's see what we get. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, man. Ooh, interesting. So I'm tasting the rye spices, almost like it's a higher rye than their normal rye mash bill. Now, again, they don't disclose the mash bill, so I don't know, but I'm tasting a lot of rye in this one. A lot of rye. What do you got?
A lot of like oaky.
Oaky. So you got that
feel it,
oaky
yeah.
taste in it. All right. And
Not a whole lot of bite. Like it's nice. Like it's not kind of punching me in the face.
yeah,
but
for
it's a
110
little-
proof, it could very easily do that, and but you got all the oak, which makes sense, right? Because it's been in the barrel for 11 years. So, I think it's got more spicy. I do taste the oak that you're describing, though. I got that in there. I don't taste the tasting notes. Talk about toffees and herbal notes and some of these other things. I'm not tasting much of that stuff in it. I'm really not.
Probably, yeah, caramel, sugar,
Maybe a little
a
caramel.
little bit of nuts.
Maybe. Yeah, that's
honey.
an interesting thing. The nut thing is an absolute thing with bean products. They all have this kind of nutty note to them. It's almost a peanut butter nutty note, and it's on the mid palate. So when you drink it, you don't get it right away, but then as you let it sit on your tongue a little bit, it's like, oh wow, there it is, and then it kind of melts back away a
Like
little bit.
almost leaking that, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Do you taste any of that? The nuts and stuff in it?
Yep. And usually anytime I drink a bean product too is just kind of like the
It's there,
almost
isn't it?
oily, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, oily is a really good way to describe it, actually. You're 100% right. Really long finish on it. That's the other thing I will tell you, that it just doesn't stop. I mean, I took that last sip at least 5-6 seconds ago, and it just keeps going. It's still going, and I'm yapping at you right now. And that oakiness just keeps going all the way through it as well. It's definitely on the finish, on the back end of your tongue. It's there. I think it's good. What's interesting, I think we've done 2 other bean products tonight. So this is the 3rd of the bean products that I've tasted tonight. You haven't, I think you've tasted each of them as we've done them as well.
I think so.
I think it's solid. I don't know that I would put it as an elite one, but it's super solid. All right, let's go to Zbar Rating. What do you think? Scale of 1 to 5, where's it at?
Ooh, 1 to 5.
That's a good one.
High 3s, low 4s, probably.
Yeah, I think you are right on, man. How long have you been doing bourbon? How long has bourbon been a thing for you? Whiskey's been a thing. You don't count the old years when you shouldn't have been drinking it, but recent years when you've been drinking it more as an adult.
Maybe a year.
Year or two? Yeah. No, I think that you're at the similar spot to Zach, who's my son, and they're super friends. And I think you're at a similar spot to him, and that completely makes sense to me. For being at that spot to be able to get to that same rating, I think I think it's a 3.5. I think you're right on. It's better than average, but I would definitely not put it in the elite category. It's not a 4 or 5, but it's better than average. So I think 3.5 is kind of the sweet spot for it. I really think that's it. So 3.5 on a ZBar scale. That's a good rating. Is it worth a hunt and worth $150? I'm gonna leave that up to you. So I certainly think it is a good bottle. I don't know that it's an exceptional bottle. I can't wait to get the other 2 and then compare them next to each other. I'll do that for you guys hopefully here soon. If you're chasing a really, really special bean product, there's a video up that we just did recently that's the Knob Creek 21. That is a fabulous bean product. That is a wonderful one. I'll put that link to it over here so you'll be able to see that. Go click on that. Give it a shot. I mean, that's a great one. It's a little bit more expensive than this one, but to be honest with you, I'd go chase that one before I'd chase this one. Although this is a really solid product. If you find it, I wouldn't be ashamed of buying it, but I don't know that I'd go chasing it. That's probably the best way I'd describe it. So, all right. Any other thoughts?
No. It's very delicious.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
good. It's good stuff. All right, guys. Have a great week. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.